welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's been a long day today. I had a lot of stuff to do, but it's now evening time and I am having something nice. Amarula, the cream of Africa. That's what I'm having. They are not paying me to make these advertisements, so I'm just having it because I like it. So, Amarula people, if you wanna pay me, let me know. But anyway, I love Amarula. So, guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. So today, welcome back to my sofa. Today I would like to talk a little bit about how to become a German. As you can tell from my beautiful melanated skin, I'm obviously not originally from here. I mean, you'd expect people from here to be, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I am not saying that there are no dark-skinned black Germans, but majority of Germans are obviously white people. So it'll be a bit strange to have. It's not strange. It's a bit out of the ordinary when you say you're German and you are not white. Do you know what I mean? So today I'd like to talk about how to become a German, the quickest way to become a German. I've seen several YouTube videos. Guys, have you noticed in most of my videos, I like being very comfortable, you know. I just like wearing nice warm clothes now that it's winter and just sitting on my sofa, just being relaxed. I don't like, you know, doing all this hula about dressing up and stuff. That's not me. So if you're coming here to check about fashion and I don't know what, you're in the wrong place. Anyway, so I want to talk about the fastest way of becoming a German citizen. I have seen many YouTube videos where they talk about how they became German citizens, which steps they followed, and I thought, why not? I could also chip in mine. So I don't want to repeat everything that everybody has said. If you would like to know what other people did, I would recommend that you go to their YouTube channels and just search how to become a German citizen or how to be eingebürgert or Einbürgerungsprozess, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm only going to talk about my case, and but as a starting point, I would say there are several ways of becoming a German citizen. The major ways are, if you've been living here for a while. I think I have a list here on my laptop. If you've been living here for like they're saying 8 years, continuously, and you have another nationality, you are a citizen of another country, and you have unlimited resident permit or a qualified resident permit, if it's not unlimited, and many other things. You can basically become a naturalized German, as in like you can become eingebürgert. That's the usual normal way, but of course there are other ways which makes the whole process shorter. As they say there, it's like 8 years, so it's a long time. If you're, for example, born here and one of your parents is German and the other parent is not German, then obviously you can quickly gain citizenship by taking the citizenship of the German parent. So it doesn't matter if it's the mother or the father. So that's really one of the quickest ways to be born here. But I don't think you're watching this video because you're born here. The other quickest way, if you're not born here, is if your parents are become naturalized. I mean, when your parents become naturalized, then you can also become naturalized with them. Of course, they have to make an application for you, and the whole process goes together. So obviously, that makes the process a bit quicker. And the other case for me, in particular, which applies to me, is I have a German partner, so obviously there are a little bit different requirements. When you're married to a German, the years are really shortened. Of course, you have to meet all the other requirements, but the years are really shortened. You don't have to wait for 8 years. You only have to be married for 3 years, and you only need to have been married for 2 years, living in Germany for 3 years. So married for 2 years, living in Germany for 3 years. That is, let's say you came, just as an example, let's say you came to study here in let's say 3 years ago, and then after the first year you met a German and you fell in love and you got married, and then you stay married with this German for 2 years. So you already stayed 1 year, and then you stay with this German for another 2 years. Then you can actually apply to be eingebürgert, or to be a naturalized German citizen. As I say in there, of course, requirements, just like the regular process. You have to, of course, be able to speak German, and they need you to prove that you can speak German to level B1. There are many ways of proving that. You can either do the test, like for my case, I did the TELC test, and they need the B1 certificate, certificate Deutsch, B1 certificate. That's the minimum, but I had like C1, which is like several levels up there. You know, they start with A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. C2 is the highest, so I had C1 already. So I had already met the basics. You need to understand the German law, and you need to pass it's called the Einbürgerungstest. That's the naturalization test, or the equivalent, which is called Lebens in Deutschland test, or living in Germany test. They are kind of equivalent. These tests, they have several questions. During the test, you need to do 30 questions, which are like general for the whole Germany, and 3 state-specific questions. So if you come from Baden-Württemberg, you will be given 3 extra questions which are specifically connected or related to Baden-Württemberg. If you live in Hamburg, then you'll get 3 extra questions that are related to Hamburg, and like that. And the other 30 questions are just general. It's about people, about history, about culture, German, of course, German culture, German history, German people. You have to answer these questions. You have to pass with 17 correct questions. That's the minimum, 17 points at the moment. I did the test and I practiced online. It's more like the Führerschein, like the driving test. You can go online and you can check the question catalog, and you can practice before the test. Or you can decide to go to a school, like a local school, where they teach such mostly they teach stuff like languages or basic computer skills, like how to use Microsoft Office and stuff like that. You can go there, and they have courses which they prepare people to do the test. I did not see the need of doing that preparation, because I felt I had enough knowledge when I checked the questions online. So I decided just to prepare myself online, just like the way I did when I was doing my driving license. And after that, I registered for the test. It's not for free; you have to pay for it. At the local school, the nearest, they call them Volksschule. Volk is the people. Volk. Okay, it's so hard to pronounce some of these German ones. Volkshochschule, and I registered there, and I went and did the test, and luckily I got everything correct. I had 33 points correct. So apart from me, But anyway, you need only to get 17 points correct. So I did that, and then of course you need that, and you need the B1 certificate or better, not better or more or higher, B1 certificate or higher, and they will need, of course, to prove that you can sustain yourself here financially, that you don't depend on the state. Like you cannot become naturalized if you're depending on government support. So you need to have sufficient money. Either you are working or your partner has a job in which he or she is making enough money to sustain the both of you. So that's also very important. You also need to be free from any criminal processes. Like if you are involved in some kind of crime, that has to be cleared. Otherwise the process cannot go on. And you have to, of course, know the German basic law. The basic law is the Grundgesetz. You have to know that. And basically the Einbürgerung test is one way of also knowing some of this basic law. And you have to give up your other citizenship. This is like kafir. There are countries where you can keep your citizenship. I don't know which countries they are, but I can leave a link below here. In this case, then you can keep both citizenship. You can keep your old citizenship, and you can keep the German citizenship. But for most countries, you must give up your old citizenship. Like for my case, I had to give up my own citizenship. I couldn't keep both, unfortunately, and so that's really important to know. So did I miss something else? Yeah, so these are the basic things that you need to have when you're married to a German. I can repeat them again. The Einbürgerung test. You need, or Lebens in Deutschland test. You need to have enough finance to support yourself and your partner. You need to give up your former citizenship if you're required to. You need to have good German language skills from B1 and above. And I forgot to say, you can prove this. You can prove that you can speak German through many ways. If you studied here, for example, if you did your Abitur here, the high school certificate, then they don't need you to do the B1 extra test. If you studied law, civil rights and law, you also don't really need to submit that test. So it's case by case. They have to check your history and what you've done, and then they'll tell you if you need the German language certificate or not. But it's better to check first before you make the application. And then, of course, you need to be free from any criminal proceedings. That's very important. So the application costs 255 euros at the moment, if I'm not wrong, and you have to make the application for yourself. And if you have dependents who want to be naturalized with you, you have to make an application for each one of them. If they are under 18, I think they pay less than that. So that's how it works. As I say, there are other ways you can become German. If you're working here, for example, after several years, you can become a German if you fulfill the requirements, as I'll leave in the link below. So, but the quickest and I think the easiest way, if you are not born here and if none of your parents is German, is when you're married to a German citizen, because then it makes the process really easy. Of course, for EU and EEA citizens, the rules are of course different. It's far much easier for them, of course, to become German, and that this video does not address that issue here. So guys, that's it for today. I'll continue drinking my Amalura, and I hope if you'd like to know more, if you'd like me to go deeper into this topic, just let me know. Leave me a comment below and I will let you know. when I'm going to post the next video then about this topic. But for now, that's all I have for today. Enjoy your evening and stay melanated, stay blessed, and no matter which skin color you are, know that you are fabulous. Bye.